Okay, guys. In the previous lesson, we looked at how to turn a story into a play, right? And you guys did a bit of a script writing as well as some role playing. So that was a good activity. Now we have to write a speech. अब स्पीच मतलब भाषण जो होता है ये पर्पस क्या होता है तो सी लाइक स्पीचेस आर परसुएसिव राइटिंग. ओके, परसुएसिव राइटिंग का मतलब क्या हुआ दैट यू आर ट्राइंग टू परसुएट समवन टू डू समथिंग. आप जो है किसी को कुछ करने के लिए जो है परसुएट करना चाहते हैं. और परसुएट करने के लिए किसी को कोई काम करने के लिए प्रेरित करने के लिए जो है कुछ जरूरी चीजें होती हैं. फॉर इंस्टेंस लाइक फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू connect with your audience, right? After that you need to appeal to their emotion, and you also need to give them some evidences. So let's say like if you are writing about helping the birds in your city. So if you're trying to persuade people to help the birds in the city, what things would you say? First of all, like you will have to connect with the audience. So, like dear brothers and sisters, right? भाइयों एवं बहनों सबसे जो है फेमस जो है ये ओपनिंग स्टेटमेंट है स्पीचेस का हमारे यहाँ. एनीवेज यू कैन ऑल्सो स्टार्ट विद दिस और द फेलो रेसिडेंट्स ऑफ आवर सिटी. तो यहाँ पर आप जो है रेसिडेंट ऑफ द सिटी के तौर पर अपने आप को जो है कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं ऑडियंस के साथ. तो इस तरह से आप जो है बिगिन यू विल बिगिन द स्पीच. एंड आफ्टर दैट लाइक रिमेंबर लाइक वी हैव गॉट टू थिंग्स हियर, गिव एविडेंसेस एंड अपील टू इमोशन. एविडेंसेस किस चीज के लिए कि कोई काम करने के लिए हमें जो है रीजन देना है. गिव रीजन एंड एविडेंसेस. तो मान लीजिए कि हमारा आर्ग्यूमेंट ये होने वाला है कि दिस वर्ल्ड इज नॉट क्रिएटेड जस्ट फॉर ह्यूमंस बट ऑल द क्रिएचर्स ऑफ गॉड एंड all these creatures have something to contribute. Let us, one of the biggest victims of our multi-story, I mean our concrete jungles, okay, have been the birds that live here or lived earlier. Okay, while forest or orchards would be their natural habitat, they are in this city because they need food, right? However, the highly artificial life of the cities actually poses many threats to them. And then you will like talk about the kind of problems birds face in the city. For example, like lack of water, drinking water they can face. They can also have problem in like building nest. So nesting can be a problem for them. They also face problem with light pollution, like too much of light throughout the day and night could actually disturb their sleep pattern. So you can talk about these. And remember, like when you are giving these reasons for helping the birds, like why they need our help, right? You also need to appeal to their emotions. And there you can like say that, I mean, every religion teaches us to help the helpless ones. These birds were not, I mean, these birds were not like created to live in the cities. Actually, we brought our cities in the midst of them, and now they are suffering due to it. It is only reasonable that we minimize the damages our actions are having upon them, right? तो इस तरीके से आप जो है एक स्पीच दे सकते हैं where first step, identify with your audience. It is also called like the element of ethos in the writing. Okay, identify with your audience, make some connection with it. You can also use personal anecdotes for it, like dear brothers and sisters, it is a matter of you can say like it is a matter of our conscience. Okay, it is a matter of our humanity. It is a matter that would define us as conscientious creatures of God or purely selfish brutes. Okay, it is a matter of birds that live in our cities. Every morning, every morning I go out for a morning walk, and I see those birds chirping around, the public square and all those places. It is a wonderful sight. But very often I also come across crippled birds that are crippled, birds that are dead. Okay, and these sights, and none of these injuries or deaths seem natural, and it breaks my heart. It would break heart of any of you if you looked at them. So when you are saying this thing that it breaks my heart and it would break heart of any of you, right? It would break heart of any of you. तो आप जो है यहाँ पर ऑडियंस के साथ एक कनेक्शन भी इस्टेब्लिश कर रहे हैं. आप उनको बता रहे हैं कि भाई ये सिर्फ मुझे नहीं ऐसा लगता है, आप लोगों को भी ऐसा लगेगा, हम सबको ऐसा लगेगा. तो इस तरीके से आप जो है ऑडियंस के एथोस के साथ कनेक्ट करते हैं, ऑडियंस के साथ आप जुड़ते हैं. उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि अब बताएंगे किस तरीके से जो है सिटीज जो है वो बर्ड्स को जो है सिटी लाइफ जो है वो बर्ड्स के लिए किस तरह से चैलेंजिंग होती है. तो 2-3 प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में बता देंगे, ठीक है, चलेगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट हमें जो है उनके इमोशन को भी अपील करना है ना, राइट? कि इमोशनल ब्लैकमेल कहो या इमोशनली परसुएड करना कहो, कि हम उनको जो है परसुएड करें कि नहीं बर्ड्स के लिए कुछ जो है करिए. एंड देन यू कैन सजेस्ट सम मेजर्स, राइट? लाइक पीपल कैन पुट अप buckets of water on their roof so that birds would have water to drink whenever they are thirsty. They can put up some space in their balconies where birds can nest. They can also they can also provide food for these birds, right? So and yeah, of course, like lights should not be kept on throughout the night to protect them from this whole light pollution and disturbance of their sleep pattern. So all these suggestions you could make towards the end of this speech. Similarly, you have the second topic: conservation of wildlife is not just the government responsibility but a cause for the citizens as well. You can start it in a similar way, and you can use these similar tools as well. Here you can simply go with that. While wildlife enriches the natural flora and fauna of our earth, it also it also provides very delicate balance to our ecosystem, right? And hence conservation of wildlife is not is in everyone's interest. Okay, and since it is since all of us have our stakes in the conservation of wildlife, we should not just leave it as government's responsibility to conserve it. Government's actions can have only limited impact. Government can put forces there to stop the poachers. Government can put fences around the area to prevent illegal poaching. However, all these measures can have impact or can have only limited impact. Poachers will find a way, hunters will find a way, smugglers will find a way, but they will not if we are active. We can stop them, we can change them, and we can conserve the wildlife if we all of us are active and डेडिकेटेड टुवर्ड्स इट. तो इस तरीके से जो है आप स्पीच लिख सकते हैं. स्पीच राइटिंग में कुछ जो कॉमन लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस आप यूज कर सकते हैं. एक तो कि पर्सनल एनेक्डोट आप दे सकते हैं, खुद से जुड़ी हुई कहानियां बता के. ये दिखाता है कि आपको जो है इस तरीके का एक्सपीरियंस है, राइट? आप ऐसे ही जो है बाहर जाके कुछ चीज बोल नहीं रहे हैं. तो पर्सनल एनेक्डोट, इट अलाउज यू टू पर्सनली add personal credibility to the narrative. इसके अलावा जैसे कि rhetorical questions का यूज आप कर सकते हैं, क्वेश्चंस जिनमें कि आंसर ऑलरेडी इम्प्लाइड होता है। अब सिंपल क्वेश्चंस जो है वो भी ऑडियंस से पूछ सकते हैं टू कीप देम लाइक इंटरेस्टेड। इसके अलावा जो है आप रिपीटिशन का यूज कर सकते हैं, यहां पर कि किसी एक फ्रेज को जो ही है किसी एक फ्रेज को ही जो है एक से ज्यादा बार जो है रिपीट किया जा सकता है। तो इस तरीके से जो है डिफरेंट लिटरेरी डिवाइसेस का जो है आप यूज कर सकते हैं स्पीचेज में, जिससे कि ओवरऑल जो इम्पैक्ट होता है स्पीच का वो इनहेंस होता है। I will provide you brief samples of these speeches along with your class activity. You will have to develop the rest of it, and more importantly, you will have to deliver these speeches and prepare its audio recording, okay, and upload it to the classroom. Okay, well then, bye bye.